It's worth it, but you got to find that intrinsic motivation. What inside of you has that burning desire that you just want to keep going and keep doing it? Yo, what's good with it? We back with it on another episode. Yes, sir. We out in nature today. We out in the lake, man. I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing out here. Don't worry, I'm going to put a camera up in a little bit. But today, the topic of the conversation is, what keeps me motivated as a small creator with 1,000 subscribers, and some of my videos still get 10, 20 views. I'm still caught in the 10, 20 view range sometimes. So really, what keeps me motivated, man? Why do you keep working so hard? Why do you drop a video a day? What in me is keeping me going? So that's what I'm getting into today. So when I really just get to think about my trials and tribulations and my struggles with creating content and things like that, I've never really had the feeling of, is this for me? But sometimes I will just be inconsistent. Sometimes I might take a weekend off and I don't drop a video. Or even last October, I went through a 2-3 month period where I didn't drop a video. I quit YouTube at some point. You know, I wasn't dropping anything. I wasn't releasing anything. And I kept telling myself, like, you know, I'm going to do it, but I kept procrastinating. And that's something that I've definitely came across. I've had times of inconsistency. Even now, I look up and I'm like, I ain't got no videos for this week, so I gotta go out and I gotta create some, man. I gotta do something, man. There's gonna be plenty of times of inconsistencies. Speaking on why I truly do this and what keeps me going, it's more than just the extrinsic motivation. There's two different types of motivation. There's intrinsic and extrinsic. Extrinsic motivation is the views, it's the money, it's the numbers, it's the things that you see, right? The intrinsic motivation is the purpose, it's the passion, it's why do you do this? It's the feeling that you get on the inside when you do it. Not the feeling when you seeing those views and things like that. That's the extrinsic, right? And when you're thinking about the intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, it kind of comes down to how you were raised and how you grew up. If you grew up in a household that you were more micromanaged, you might be more used to seeking that extrinsic validation, that extrinsic motivation. But for those who grew up and, you know, more so had their freedom and wasn't really micromanaged, and their parents kind of just let them grow up and have a free mind and do what they want to do, they more so might rely on their intrinsic motivation. They might automatically go to that, right? So how do we have the intrinsic motivation when we're fighting the extrinsic motivation? We really do want those views. We really do want that money. But how do we find the balance between it all? And you have to make sure that what you're doing is something that is truly something that you want to accomplish on the inside for you. It's more than just the numbers. Think about it. Would you do it for free? Would you do YouTube forever if you never got any views? If this never went and made money, would I do this forever? And that's a question I got to ask myself, and that's a question we got to sit with, and it's a hard question. And when I really come down to think about it, yeah. If I was on my deathbed at 80 years old, and I was able to look back at a YouTube that I was doing for 60 years, that's successful to me. And knowing that I could wake up every single day and do what I do and work hard and pump a video out and put my heart and authenticity into what I do, and being able to speak to you right now watching this video, you guys are who I make this for. To be able to speak to you right now and to be able to share my story and my testimony and everything that I've been through to get to this point. It's worth it. It's worth it. But you got to find that intrinsic motivation. What inside of you has that burning desire that you just want to keep going and keep doing it? You got to go in and find it. When it does get hard, and it gets hard, you need to make sure that you set up systems to keep you consistent. Whether that is small, manageable goals, right? You don't have to start out one YouTube video a day. But starting out, I'm going to carve in 6 hours a week to produce one YouTube video a week. Or not even a week. It don't even have to be timely. But making sure that you're starting out with these small manageable steps. I want to get one video up. I want to get 2 videos a week up. Starting off small and creating systems in order to do so. Because a lot of times we have busy schedules. You have to make sure you're scheduling to do the things that you want to do. You scheduling content, right? how that can look is every 1 hour a day I spend towards content planning at the end of my work day, and on Saturday I spend 2 to 3 hours recording videos. That is setting up a system. So now you have a system that you go to every single day. And guess what? Your time Saturday that you have to record your videos, you ain't spending that time planning, because the plan is already done. You ready by the time you pop up in there. And also, something that I recommend if you're doing YouTube is quit spending time planning. I used to spend time drafting outlines and do all this type of stuff, but you should be able to speak on off your head. If this is something you really love, if this is something you really want to do, you need to be able to speak off your head. If you can't speak off your head, you got to read off a script every time you want to hop on a YouTube video. You're going to make it real challenging for yourself. And it take time. I ain't going to lie. I've been doing this for 2 years. I started off doing scripts, and the scripts were cool, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I realized that I sounded like a robot. 1, 2, it wasn't authentic. Like, yeah, it was me, but it wasn't me. This is me. Y'all can feel me. Y'all can feel the energy. That's what I'm saying, man. When you got these things you want to do, man, you got to do whatever you got to do to get it done. But something else that really does keep me going is I do have that intrinsic motivation, but sometimes we feel like nobody's watching us. Sometimes we feel like we just creating videos for ourselves, but in our reality, we really do this for the community. We do this for the viewers, for those who support us, right? Every single like, every single comment means so much to me. You know why? Because I know that you took the time out your day to watch my video and you got something from my video. That's what I want. I want you to get something from my video. Every single time you watch my video, you need some value. I want you to either get some value, you to get some knowledge, you to get some inspiration, you to laugh, or you get some type of entertainment out of what I'm doing. The support from everybody is really what keeps me going, man, as a small creator. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. We gonna keep it going, man. Jamin Speaks, Jamin Reacts, Jamin You. We got 3 channels up right now. We gonna keep it going, and it's hard. It's hard. I'm running 8, 9 YouTube channels, but guess what? We gonna do it, man. Hey, thank God, thank everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. And without further ado, we out, baby.